Greetings and blessings, everyone. This is a communique that is from the High Council of the GodStar, along with the Ashtar Command High Council. Over the last several days, we have been in meetings to discuss current situations and what is currently happening in this area of the universe, shall we say. We had a situation just recently where an attack took place by the reptilians. A ship was destroyed. All on the ship were also lost. This took place in a region of space that is near the Orion sector, and it was more or less a show of force, shall we say. We have made certain decisions moving forward. The Galactic Federation has come on to alert, and they are joining in trying to maintain a peace. We have negotiators who are currently negotiating for a truce to prevent any further loss of life, and also to prevent anything from going on or happening that is going to bring about a negative reaction or a negative vibration to this world and to this planet. Now, there have been inquiries made from beings in a multitude of different galaxies near this galaxy, as well as different beings in this galaxy who are wanting to know what is going on and transpiring. For many of them are aware of what took place during the last intergalactic war, and it was not a pleasant situation. Since there has been a ruling made that no longer will it be acceptable for beings of darkness or reptilians to be incarnated upon Earth as starseed, they are not in very good spirits with regards to that for different reasons. However, the decision was made and is being carried out. Now, no one who is currently incarnated as a starseed who is a being of darkness or reptilian, they are not being taken out. They are basically allowed to finish their current incarnation, at which time they will depart this world and return home, shall we say. There is some stargates on the planet, and the protection around these stargates have been increased tremendously. And the reason for this is very simple. We do not wish to have intruders coming into the planet that should not be here. There have been a multitude of different beings who have been visiting this world, and they have been interacting with those that you would term the Cabal, or those you would term the power behind the power on this planet. And this is being curbed somewhat. We have made some other further decisions that have been forthcoming, although it is not set in stone as of yet. Many of the humans who have been participating in secret space program type stuff for this planet and with this planet, and interacting with extraterrestrials and everything like this, they actually, their time is going to come fairly soon where it is very likely that they will not be allowed to come back to this world, and they will, in fact, go elsewhere. And they will continue their journey in a new home, shall we say. Some of these beings will end up coming back in time to this time to see how things transpired. And this is being reported on already at this time. So it is something that we are seriously looking at and are looking to implement as soon as we are able to. There has been some discussion around different ones claiming to be channeling Commander Ashtar at this time. Commander Ashtar has made it very clear he is not speaking through anyone, and anyone who is claiming to be channeling Commander Ashtar, we are not bashing them for that. It is simply they are not discerning correctly. Commander Ashtar is fully engaged with what is happening on this side of the veil, not on what is happening on your side of the veil on this planet. There are others who are focused here. His focus is elsewhere because there is a great deal happening. The Order of Armaeus has also been activated around this planet. They have several ships who are here participating with the Ashtar Command in patrolling this part of the universe, more specifically this part of the galaxy. This planet is a planet that is extremely sacred, and there are beings in many different areas of this galaxy as well as this universe who consider this planet to be of a particular nature, a particular spiritual nature. And so it is very important that certain protections are put into place. We have ensured through our actions that everything that is occurring that will be of benefit to this world and to the humanity of Earth of this world. It is also important to realize and to understand that this communication and future communications like this are not designed to create fear amongst anyone. That is not what this is. That is not the purpose of this in any way, shape, or form. The purpose of these communications is because there has been a great deal of requests made by Starseed who are incarnated upon this world, who wants to have more of the real, truthful information. Those individuals whose focus is on love and light and the purity and sanctity of that, their job is so vitally important right now. And so if there are those individuals who do not want to be aware of these things, do not want to hear about these things, there is no judgment or criticism because they are doing exactly what they are here to do as well. Now, it is very important to understand, this has been reported once before, but we wanted to reiterate, the attack that took place recently where one of the Ashtar Command ships was destroyed and 2 others were damaged. Those individuals who survived that attack are in their process of healing and coming back into full health within themselves. They understand the ramifications and what has occurred. There is a great deal of communication going on at this time between the Galactic Federation, the High Council of the GodStar, and the Ashtar Command High Council, and the information from there is also going to the Great White Brotherhood, the Council of Elders, which is associated with this planet, as well as the Office of the Christ Consciousness, headed by Lord Sananda. We want to reiterate that there is a program in place, and we have certain other decisions that we wish to share with you. We are bringing forward certain volunteers, certain starseed who will be incarnating on this planet. Some of them are already incarnated upon the planet, and they are going to be activated sooner rather than later. And they will be taking the place of different starseeds who will be completing their on-Earth assignments with their current incarnation. As far as whether that relates to you personally or not, and this goes to anyone who is listening to this message, please understand it is not overly appropriate for you to be asking people if this is your last incarnation. You will know within yourself. And at the end of the day, when the time comes that you leave this world, you'll know instantaneously whether you will be coming back or not. For those coming back, you only have 2 or 3 lifetimes left on coming back. There is a rather large contingent, not quite as large as the current contingent, but there is a rather large contingent of starseeds who are already incarnated on this planet, who are here to assist this planet moving forward into phase 3, which is the age of awareness, where things really begin to change. Now, we are just about 16 years away from the completion of this cycle, and it is hoped that within that time frame, within that time period, it will be a situation where great deal of change will occur. We are working diligently to encourage the opening up, if you will, the release, if you will, of higher technologies and newer technologies for this world, to assist moving this world more into alignment with a balance for all people who are here, not just the starseed, but for the native human population as well. This is a transmission that is very, very vitally important, and it is something that is very, very needed at this time. Now, there has been discussion that has gone on, a desire made by there have been requests made, rather, by different groups and different beings from different places. They are wanting to greater information and access to information with regards to the happenings here. There are many who feel that certain areas have been too inundated, shall we say, with particular energies and beings and things like this. It is very vitally important for you to realize and understand that in the 5th dimension, this is not a dimension where everything is all of a sudden perfect and spectacular and wonderful. It is another dimension of learning and growing and things like this, and this is very important to remember and to understand. We are maintaining a fragile peace at this moment for the benefits of this world. You see, it is the benefits of this world that is most at stake right now. It is most important right now. You have to understand, when this planet gets to that point where it goes through its ascension, which is approximately 4,000 years from now, and when that happens, and when that transition is made, the reverberations throughout this universe is going to be grand, great, life-changing. Because when it happens here, it will actually increase the evolutionary vibrational frequency of every being in this universe. And the reason for that is very simple, is because this planet, the project Earth, yes, is complete free will choice. This is the 4th time that this has occurred, and the 3 previous times were unsuccessful. They collapsed, they did not work, it did not happen, and many of the beings were lost in those projects. This time around, with the completion of phase 1 of Project Earth, this planet will evolve and ascend. And there has been an activation of troops and of beings that are taking up places on the outer banks, if you will, of this solar system. This planet has been under quarantine for quite a long time, throughout this entire grand cycle, in fact. But because it is a complete free will choice planet, there are beings that have had access to this world. They have tried to manipulate life on this planet, and there have been almost like a chess match, if you will, going back and forth and back and forth. Beings coming in and infiltrating different societies and trying to get them to do things, to perpetuate things, to move it in the direction that they want. Not even in the direction that the humans want, but in the direction that they want the humans to go in. And this has been happening and going on for quite some time now. And these things are being addressed and looked at, and to ensure that it does not continue down that avenue, down that pathway, shall we say. So in the current meeting that just broke up yesterday in your time frame, it was decided that forces associated with the Galactic Federation were going to be part of an armada that will be protecting this solar system. It has been decided that 10 units of the Order of Armaeus have been activated and put into place as well. Intelligence has been increased, as well as accessing different information. We do not wish to go through a process of another intergalactic war. On this planet, you are going through a process where the native human population is learning. The starseeds are remembering. Well, there are many beings in the 5th dimension and in the 6th dimension that are also learning. They are also experiencing. They are also moving forward in such a momentous way. And it's very vitally important that you remember that moving forward is a very vital component to a successful completion of this project. This is not about an individual person, shall we say. This is about a collective. This is about every starseed that is on this planet, even those of darkness. Now, we wanted to also address why the beings of darkness and reptilians are being taken from this world, and why they will no longer be allowed to incarnate upon this world. And it is very simple. The starseeds generally have not overly done things to disrupt this project at all. In fact, many of the beings of darkness have instigated conflict and chaos, because for them, that is how evolution works. The reason that they are being basically told that they have to leave now, and there has also been a dampening field placed around beings of darkness, so that the chances of them being utilized by those of darkness on the other side is minimized. Some of this is still happening because of the connections that there are, and they are bombarding certain force fields with a great deal of energy to try and break clean from that and infiltrate those beings of darkness who are currently incarnated on the planet. We are working very diligently and hard to ensure that that is maintained and not allowed. But there are those, because they knew that this was coming, that was basically implanted with particular energies and particular instructions to disrupt as much as they can. And when I say that they are trying to disrupt individuals, they are trying to disrupt light workers, other star seeds. They're trying to disrupt what is happening and what is going on. And this is very vitally important to remember. Now, it is also important to remember that each one of you are here because you volunteered to be here. So if you are listening to this message and you are a being of darkness, we do not judge you and we do not criticize you for being a being of darkness. Because, to be honest with you, the decision that was made to remove the reptilians and the beings of darkness from the service of being starseeds on this planet was also just as much to protect them and you as it is to protect this project and the other starseeds who are here. Furthermore, be diligent in discerning the information that you receive. We do understand that this information will not resonate for everyone. We understand that this information is not for everyone. We also understand the fact that there are those individuals who are very focused on things such as love and light. This is, and I reiterate this is vitally important for this planet moving forward. Not every starseed is identical. You come from over 100 different worlds in this universe. And I have to say universe because not all of the starseeds come from this galaxy. There are a multitude of different galaxies that are represented at this planet with the starseeds that are here. A decision was also made and an agreement was reached that those beings who are incarnated as starseed on this planet, they're people who are in ships here at this planet to support their own people who are incarnated as starseed. It has been decided that the number of ships they can have in the vicinity of this planet is going to go to a minimum number. They can still be here because as long as they have representatives of their worlds incarnated on this planet as starseed, they have the right to be here to support those individuals, to provide them with the connections and assistance that they need to remember what they need to remember for their paths, for their journeys, and for their service to this world. Now, having said all of this, we have also instituted a program by which additional information and assistance is being provided to different starseeds. There are some starseeds that the decision has been made that their incarnations will end with their current one. So for those of you who are experiencing this, you may feel things such as you're waiting for something, that you're being prepared for something, and more than likely what you are being prepared for and what you are waiting for is basically your final departure from this world. Now you may feel this today, and your actual departure from this world might be in 30 or 40 or 50 years from now. Do not be overly concerned about it. Do not worry about it. We're providing this information just in case you are experiencing or feeling that type of energy, that type of sensation, that you do not overly focus on it. Be focused in the now moment. Be focused here and present in this moment here. We would like to finish this message as follows. We are dedicated, both the High Council of the GodStar as well as the High Council of the Ashtar Command. We are fully committed to the successful completion of this project, as is the Order of Armaeus, who is also here in assistance and service to this world. We are dedicated in our assistance and service to every starseed who is on this planet, and we appreciate completely the work that you are doing, and we are truly in awe of the incredible work that you are doing. We appreciate tremendously everything that you are doing, and please know that we are in service to each of you. We will give regular updates when it is vitally important, when it is necessary. This is important to remember, that each one of you is so much more than you think you are. Utilize your tool of discernment and focus on love and trust and faith in yourself. These are the most vital areas that you need to be focused on right now. In the love of Source and all that is, I am speaking on behalf of the High Council of the GodStar and the High Council of the Ashtar Command. Toshala itarotomote, iata karata la protomotosha, ita la protomota protometetai, yano protomosha la protake, ishna protola protomotai.